It's Patrik Hutzel from intensivecareathome.com, where we provide tailor-made solutions for long-term ventilated adults and children with tracheostomies at home, and where we also provide tailor-made solutions for hospitals and intensive care units at home, whilst providing quality care for long-term ventilated adults and children with tracheostomies at home, otherwise medically complex clients at home, adults and children, which includes BIPAP, CPAP at home tracheostomy care for adults and children that are not ventilated, home TPN, home IV potassium infusions, home IV magnesium infusions, as well as home IV antibiotics. We also provide port management, central line management, PICC line management, as well as Hickman's line management, and we also provide palliative care at home. We have also sent, and we continue to send, our critical care nurses into the home for emergency department bypass services. We have done so successfully for the Western Sydney Local Area Health District, their In Touch program. Now, let's go to an email today that I had from Cecilia, who says, "Hi, Patrick. My dad is currently in ICU. He's got a tracheostomy, and we've been told they can't wean him off, and it's been 5 months now. I don't have a lot of confidence in the place, or if they really want to succeed him to wean off the tracheostomy and they lose a patient. Now they want to move him to a hospital ward where he no longer has critical care nurses, and I'm extremely worried about that. Can he go home instead? What are the options for him?" From Cecilia. Well, Cecilia, thank you so much for writing in. You know, that is unfortunately what often happens. I mean, I have worked in critical care nursing for nearly 25 years in 3 different countries, where I worked as a nurse unit manager in intensive care before I started, intensive care at home. And it is unfortunately what often happens when patients can't be weaned off the ventilator and the tracheostomy. They're seen as too much of a burden for the ICU itself. And then they send them to a hospital floor, and for the ICU, it's often out of sight, is out of mind, sort of. And then what happens is patients are being, quote unquote, parked on a ward on a hospital floor where, they don't get the care and the treatment they need, and then they bounce back into ICU, and they never go anywhere. Whereas the best solution here is home care, with intensive care at home, rather than him going to a ward with critical care nurses. Let him go home with critical care nurses 24 hours a day, cut the cost of an ICU bed by 50%. And, let us work on what needs to happen to get him off the tracheostomy. Whether he can be weaned off the tracheostomy or not, I don't know. I wouldn't know, as a matter of fact, without, either talking to doctors and nurses directly or by looking at medical records. Ideally, do a combination of both. But in any case, your dad is best off by going home. It's as simple as that, right? So by him going home, you'll get the critical care nurse in the home 24 hours a day. All of our critical care nurses have a minimum of 2 years critical care nursing experience. And the services that we are providing is evidence-based. So what do I mean by that? I have not seen on any other providers' websites any evidence that they know what they're doing. As a matter of fact, many of those providers have lots of hospital readmissions, even had patients' deaths because they don't employ critical care nurses like we do. So when you look on our website, intensivecareathome.com, there's a section, Mechanical Home Ventilation Guidelines. And on that section, it says that a minimum of 2 years critical care nursing experience is required to safely look after a ventilated and tracheostomy patient at home, which includes tracheostomy without ventilation, which is what the category your dad falls in. In either way, if you don't have that 24 hours a day at home, similar to an ICU, your dad will be at risk of dying. At the very least, he's at risk of hospital readmissions, right? So what needs to happen in a situation like that? We need to get some funding, which is fine. We've always received the funding for our clients because we're cutting the cost of an ICU bed by 50%. It's a win-win situation. It's a no-brainer, right? Win-win situation, no-brainer. So, and then your dad can go home and improve his quality of life at home. We are creating the right teams for our clients, getting the right nurses into your home. And that's also important because at the moment in ICU, you probably have people coming and going. There's no consistency, not a good situation to be in, for your dad. And if it's been 5 months, you are probably living in ICU day and night. You and your family are probably living in ICU day and night, right? So your dad won't have any quality of life, doesn't have any quality of life, and is much better off at home, right? Once again, it's all about a win-win situation. Furthermore, the ICU needs the bed, which is why they're trying to push him out, and instead of pushing him out to a hospital ward, let's get him home, right? That is much more holistic, patient and family friendly. And, the care can be continued in the comfort of your dad's own home. Many patients improve psychologically at home as well. Being in your own familiar environment can't, that's beating hospital any day of the week, right? Common sense. It is common sense, So I hope that answers your question, Cecilia. And, we've helped so many families, and we will be able to help you and your dad, which is really good. So reach out to us again so that we can take the next steps. Now, with intensive care at home, we are currently operating all around Australia in all major capital cities, as well as in all regional and rural areas. We are also TAC and WorkSafe approved in Victoria, iCare in New South Wales, NIISQ in Queensland, DVA all around the country. Our clients also have received funding through public hospitals, private health funds, as well as departments of health. We are employing hundreds of years of intensive care and critical care nursing experience combined in the community, and that is unmatched in 2024 in Australia. No other provider brings this high skill level into the community. We are also the only provider in Australia in 2024 that has achieved third-party community accreditation for intensive care at home nursing. No other provider in Australia in 2024 has achieved this level of accreditation. We have built the intellectual property for intensive care at home. Other providers cannot match that. Now, and if you're at home already in a similar situation where you don't have enough support, you're at risk of going back to ICU, you're at risk of dying if you don't have 24-hour critical care nurses at home, we want to hear from you, right? And we can help you get the funding. We can help you get home if you're in ICU still, or in a hospital ward with a tracheostomy ventilation. Reach out to us. We can help you go home. We can help you with the funding. We've done it from day one for all of our clients. We've helped them with all of the advocacy. Otherwise, we would not be in business. We're also providing level 2 and level 3 NDIS support coordination. We can help you and your family member to get on the NDIS or get more funding if you are on the NDIS already. We're also providing TAC case management. We help you with obtaining the right level of funding through the right funding scheme. That's part of our skill set. And if you're an NDIS support coordinator watching this and you're looking for nursing care for your participants, please reach out to us as well. Or if you're looking for funding for more nursing care and you don't know how to go about it, I also encourage you to reach out to us. We can help you with the advocacy, and we also provide NDIS specialist nursing assessments. And if you're a critical care nurse looking for a career change, we're currently offering jobs for critical care nurses in the home in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Albury, Wodonga, in Bendigo, in Victoria, in Warragul, in Victoria, as well as in Geelong, in Victoria. If you have worked in critical care for a minimum of 2 years, pediatric ICU, ED, and you have already completed a postgraduate critical care qualification, we will be delighted to hear from you. Because we are offering a tailor-made solution for our clients, which includes regular staff, our clients want to have the same staff coming over and over again because they are very vulnerable, and it's all about building those critical relationships and having regular and stable teams. So if you are looking for agency work where you can come and go, this may not be the right fit for you because we're looking to engage with you on a long-term basis, and our clients want to engage with you on a long-term basis. So it's all about building those critical relationships long-term. So it remains a win-win situation for everyone. And if you're an intensive care specialist or ED specialist, we also want to hear from you. We are currently expanding our medical team, and we can also help you eliminate your bed blocks in ICU, in ED for your long-term patients or for your regular visitors. We're happy to help you take off the pressure off your ICU and ED beds, and in most cases, you won't even pay for it. And if you're a hospital executive watching this and you have bed blocks in your ICU, ED, and respiratory wards, please reach out to us as well. We can help you there. Lastly, if you're in the US or in the UK and you're watching this and you need help, we want to hear from you as well. We can help you there privately. Once again, contact us at intensivecareathome.com. Call us on one of the numbers on the top of our website, or simply send us an email to info@intensivecareathome.com. And if you like my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel for regular updates for families with intensive care at home and for families in intensive care. Click the like button, click the notification bell, share the video with your friends and families, comment below what you want to see next, what questions and insights you have from this video. I also do a weekly YouTube live where I answer your questions live on a show, and you will get notification for the YouTube live if you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel or if you are a subscriber to our email newsletter at intensivecareathome.com. Thank you so much for watching. This is Patrik Hutzel from intensivecareathome.com, and I will talk to you in a few days. Take care for now.